and welcome to the next ReeVlog. Yeah. So today I was going to be seeing a friend in the city, but I am not now. Instead, I am I'm seeing a friend, acquaintance, sort of. Hi, Manny. The guy who runs the Sword and Shield combat place. I'm going to meet with him rather than my other friend that I was going to see, because the other friend is busy, as I discovered yesterday. This morning, anyway. They're busy this afternoon, and so we can't do the meetup that we'd planned. But that's fine. I think we've reorganised for Monday. And I am going to go and get my nan some lens cleaner, as she asked me to, provided I can find the place and purchase it correctly. And I will be going to get some tires. Yeah, I like it. That's the plan. Anywho, I didn't get everyone booked yesterday, so I had to order it on eBay because nowhere around here sold it. Not yesterday, anyway. And the place that does sell it today isn't open till 5, and theoretically I should already have it by then, as I've ordered it online, even though it will be the normal cover rather than the alternate cover, and I kind of wanted the alternate cover, but whatever. I will get it, and I can read it and look at it, and it will be good, yeah. But I've looked up some of the stuff I've managed to find online through other people reviewing it and stuff, and the 7th level Artificer ability, Flash of Brilliance or Flash of Genius, is amazing. Because as an Artificer, say you have 5 intelligence, and assume you have expertise in, say, I don't know, investigation, and let's just put you at level 7. So you have +3 to your proficiency bonus. So that means +6. But you have +5 intelligence. So that's +11. You use your reaction to make it +16. And then, say, somehow, you have someone using, like, enhanceability on intelligence on you. That means that you have advantage. So, let's just say it doesn't go too well and you roll a 10. That's a perfectly average roll. Say, like, you roll a 1 and a 10. It's not going well for you. You get a 26 at level 7. That's insane. Yes, it uses your reaction, but if you're investigating, usually it doesn't matter if you use your reaction. And, like, even if that's not the case, even if you don't have expertise or whatever, the rogue does, and you can use your reaction to benefit them. Oh, what's that? You're making a thieves' tool check to steal from someone. Boom, more. Oh, you're unlocking a thing, checking for traps, whatever. Boom, done. Oh, you're going to make an insight check. Boom, +5. It is amazing. Yes, in combat, it's only like, it is your reaction. There's no getting around that. But especially for things like grapple checks. Like, you have someone going to grapple someone, and it's like, ooh, that the other guy's like real strong or whatever, and you're just like, bam, bippity boppity boop, +5. Even if you've not got +5, which, as an Artificer, I expect you to eventually have +5 on your intelligence. Bippity boppity boom! It's so good. And I'm thinking Swing, my character, when the book's released, might go through some changes. I might change him from a battlesmith to a artillerist, because I like the artillerist current thing more than the other one, but we'll see. Anyway, yes, I need to get going to the city. Obviously not yet though, because it's currently school rush time, and I don't really fancy fighting through all that traffic at the moment. So I'm going to chillax here for a bit. And let this upload, of course, before going. But yes, I have something to show you. So, people who have been who know me, follow the channel or whatever for a while, will be aware that I used to do pole fitness at my university. However, I got an elbow injury which has stopped me from continuing, but not before I bought a pole, which I haven't been able to use. But it is now set up in the living room. Say hello, Charlie. Or don't, that's fine. Say hello to Charlie in the comments. But yes, I've reorganized the room, so there's that. The TV over there will still need to be moved over there, where the guitar is. But in general, I think this is like a pretty optimal setup. You can still use the piano if anyone wants to. I will effectively just swap where the TV is and where the guitar and the other guitar and the ukulele and the amp are. So that'll be like the music side of the room. This is the D&D section, obviously, hence why we've got minis, we've got dice, we've got more minis, we've got books. The phone is currently leaning up against the D&D folder on top of this battle map thing. It's hard to tell, but you know, there is lines on it. For squares, I've got the drawer of the DM, where I'll just put random bits and bobs. I've got my original D&D notebook, which has both got in the front of it notes. Oh, I cut them out, maybe. Did have in the front of it notes from my first ever D&D campaign, but no longer does. I've put them somewhere safe, I assume. And in the back of it, like that's where I was a player, in the back of it has notes from my original D&D GMing session. Lots and lots of notes. This is one character. Let me do some reading. Sorry, no copyright infringement intended in case anything copyrighted comes on the radio, by the way. That's on for Charles, because he gets lonely. But we have Varathorn Accord, a reoccurring character and one of my favourite ones. Middle sibling of the Accords. World's most naturally gifted sorcerer, as far as he is concerned, ever. His talent pushed his sister to hone her physical prowess, even more so when Merethiel was born and learned Arcanum. Arcanium? I don't know. Marathor, the eldest, is the only one who didn't follow the path of magic. He and his siblings were around 40, quite young for elves, he's a high elf, when the Mithril Dragon forces attacked. The war was short, their parents slain, and they the only survivors, as General Basakir accidentally supercharged Varathorn's sorceries, allowing him to teleport to a foreign continent. They then went their separate ways, with Varathorn creating the Smith's Guild, as he had been entranced by enchanting for years prior. He did so polymorphed into a dwarf for years, then faking the dwarf's death, he took over in his true form. He was a dwarf for 100 years and ran the guild as himself for 200 before disappearing for 200 more. He is now 543. He witnessed Dol Ra and Dol Dawn. I based the gods off of the Eberron gods. I used the Eberron gods, but gave them my own personality and stuff. War against the Shadow and the Fury. He noticed the Traveller disappearing and has secretly been researching the 200-year disappearance. Has been secretly researching. The 200-year disappearance was communing with gods, reading history, and trying to find their way to defeat the Traveller, because the Traveller was the BBEG for that campaign. They never got to it, but that was the idea. He excels at one-on-one combat, could probably solo a god against groups, however, his full strength is limited. He knows all spells versus a single target with the DC of 42. If in group combat, as opposed to single combat, though they automatically succeed the save as if it becomes a DC of 0. Has 300 HP. In group combat has an AC of 13, but in single combat has one of 22. Strength of 18, Dex of 18, Con of 16, Wisdom of 28, Intelligence of 28, Charisma of 30. The hit bonus of spells is plus 11. That is He was one of my favourite NPCs. He's also got 2 9th level spell slots. He has 4... He's got 10 first levels, 10 second levels, 9 thirds, 9 fourths, 8 fifths, 7 sixths, 5 sevenths, 4 eighth, and 2 ninth. Pretty powerful. Marathor is a level 20 monk fighter rogue barbarian, which makes them level 80 overall, but they only have 366 HP. I really didn't do hit dice or anything there. But yeah, they've got all of the key points. They've got Quivering Palm, they've got 10d6 sneak attack, they crit on 18s, 19s, and 20s. They have fighting styles of dueling and 2-weapon fighting, and they recover 20 HP each turn if they're below half. Their unarmed strikes treated as 2d12 and treated as magical. 3 attacks per round, plus a bonus action for an unarmed strike, and flurry of blows, action surges, and rage attacks. Oh, then Merithiel Accord is a mage, has 140 HP. These are the siblings. It goes Marathor, Varathorn, and Merithiel. They know all of the Wizard, Bard, Warlock spells and cast each of them as if they were cantrips with material components unneeded, which makes them incredibly powerful because they can just spam Wish or True Resurrection. All 9th level spells for Warlocks, Wizards, Bards are like cantrips for them. They're broken. Severely broken. But the Wish thing, they still have the issue where if they use it to do spells that aren't, well, to cause effects that aren't the ones written in the book, it doesn't work. We have Morlik Starforged, a cleric, Ezek the Sickle, a druid, Salkior, who is the son of Melchior, who's my other favourite NPC from this campaign, who is a changeling. We have Malakir of the Shadow and Salakir of the Elements, who are twin monks. We have Jezebel and Lavender, who are twin demon hunters. We have Ellerin, the Dragonborn male barb. We have Marvin, a human wizard, who everyone loved for some reason, who is like Alan in my current thing. There are novices to watch over a keep, who one of the players got, which are Bondre, Forven, Eshkar, Dov, Ika, and Shurian, who are a fighter Goliath, a barbarian elf, a druid tiefling, a barbarian half-orc, a bardic changeling, and a cleric diva. A fallen cleric diva. Okay. Fallen diva cleric. Then we've got Council of the Undercity, with representatives of different parts, a car, the library, the merchants, the builders, and the militia, along with the headman. We have the Queen. We've got Balinor of the Council of Akar. Then we had, try this one, which is the Tribe War Party. They all got killed, so they're now deceased. They were known as Beav. That they did know a character known as Beav. We have the Forge Lords, Pan, Maphaset, Ezekir, and Balon. I love them. They are great. We have Prince Thordran, who was the BBEG's son, a demigod, and like the slightly smaller but still BBEG. We have Count Oleg, who worked for Prince Thordran as a sort of lieutenant and manservant. We have Thresia, the nearly ancient white dragon. We have Barlamens, Thresia's cousin, the young white dragon. We have Kendrian, an archfey. And we have a picture of my flatmates in first year. Which is not relevant to D&D at all. But yeah, I've got more stuff. That was just starting one thing. We've got the tribe. We've got the average soldier in the elven army, the average soldier, the archmage / squad leader for those sort of things, and their warriors, priests. We have the dwarfs, common soldiers. We have the forgeborn, which are like the warforged, but you know, my own thing. Then we have a map for Orion's village, which is where someone was born in the thing. We have general world map. We have the gods of Eberron written down with all their little signs, symbols, and stuff.
So we have Alandra, Araway, Orion, Onatar, Kolkaran, Balinor, Boldre, Dolara, Doldorn, and the Sovereign Host. Whew. I made a family tree of the gods. Unknown source, family tree. As I said, I personalized it a lot. But this is why I'm looking forward, like, we've got the Shadow, the Keeper, the Devourer, the Fury, the Mockery, and the Traveller. And then notes on all of them. We've got divine magic items, which are rare. We have another map! Yeah, I'm so happy with this world and the notes in here. And that's also one of the reasons I'm so hyped for this Eberron book, because my first ever campaign I ran took parts of Eberron. The story was that when the big war ended in Eberron, the last war, the gods were ejected into my current world as part of it. This is my magic item book. It has a spell on the front, a dragon on the back, but lots of items and stuff in it, which will eventually find their way into this, the item file, because I wanted to have one of these so I can just go through here. It's got like different little bits and bobs. I wasn't doing anything with this folder, so I can just give people item cards, though I will want them back after the campaign. But yes, yeah, I'm going to stop recording now because this is over a quarter of an hour, but I'll catch you cats on the flip-flop, and goodbye.